cities in the U.S., the capital city of Austin, Texas. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Dolphins of Austin. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Texas Capitol. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 5. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the checks, and you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go, check. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely. And you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it.
And this time will be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Texans.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Go! 18 Cardinal, 18, cut 19, cut 19. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Second and 13. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Come on, come on.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Warrior 70.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
Mustang 19. 2. 79 Brook. Cougar 19. Dragon 6. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Looking to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there. So let's get 3.
Not one that I've ever known.
A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
First down, Houston.
Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a first and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3. That's a 39-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 6.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 6. And the Texans.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss.
It's a loss of a yard.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal, Houston.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
Pick up of 2. Brings up second and
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
a gain of 4 yards. It's 4th and goal.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. Well, able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
The 35-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Here we go, here we go. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Seven Pirates. Seven Pirates. Go.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
2nd and 5. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready? Liking 18, Pioneer.
They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 15-yard line.
19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It is intercepted at the goal line. And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
7-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This is certainly a team that has proven it wants to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Panther 60, Panther 60. '79 Broncos. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one too low.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders get to add to the lead directly.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Cup 19. Cup 19. Mustang 19. Ready up.
They'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Lane, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Texans.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To the left side, finds his receiver, Noel. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Hands it off out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Back to throw here. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to a sack back at the 16-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. It's complete, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Ready? 60 boxes.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown! A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Dolphins are lining up
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hurt.
Go.
Trap 60.
They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
Dolphins 29.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Pulled up and underneath to his running back, complete. And And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On first down, no running on the draw play. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they do finally get him at the 12.
What a call there on third down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
But it's certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 2.
They'll set up to throw. That's to Lane. He's got it outright. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Mustang 19.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into. He's got a man complete. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
41, Dolphins 36.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. I mean, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Houston, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, this was basically just an exhibition game for them, as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time.
I just want to rock. Body out of y'all.
Damn.
MC, make another hit.
This ain't what you want.
Project.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock. Body out of ya.